Now in this video, we will update and delete the category. In our category controller, I will remove this method because I don't need it. Also, let's remove unnecessary comments. And here as a second parameter, I will use it in the slash because each category belongs to a restaurant and I want to make it related also in the root. But before that, I want to first to update or delete images. And what we did in the restaurant controller, we will do it here also for category. So I will just copy paste here for delete image or change image, and I will paste it inside a category controller. Just let's use the same request also, because if we opened it here, it takes image, and as we can see also I use restaurant in root parameter. I will add it in the function, and I want to make sure that the current authenticated user is the same of the owner of restaurant. So here in our changelog method, I will add also category and category, same for delete logo restaurant, and also slash category here, category. Sorry, actually we have it. I will remove it. Okay. After that, instead of restaurant, I will say here category and save it inside categories, as because we save it inside categories folder here. And the same thing for delete also. I want to delete the image of category. Let's create our endpoints inside api.php, and same here, but because we use dynamic, I will just remove these two parameters binding here, right? Because it's already used in the prefix. Now let's test on Postman, and also we need to use the category controller. Let's copy paste from here, and let's try on Postman. I will first create a new category for restaurant ID number 3 with an image here. We'll run our server PHP artisan serve, send request, and it has been created successfully. Let's check our file here. It has been added, right? And I want to delete it using a change or delete image for restaurant ID number 3. And also we must add a small fix here for category. It will also slash category, this one, and also for delete category. Back and check again, slash category here, slash the category ID that we have created recently, which is 5. And now send the request and success operation. Now let's check, is it deleted or not? Image has been deleted successfully. Let's check also, is it exists in the database? Our image is here. We don't have image record for category ID number 5, right? Now let's test with changing image for ID number 5 also. Slash category, slash category ID number 5, and let's add same image again, just for changing or for updating. Success operation, check our folders, create it again, and our database here. Let's check our categories to make sure here, but if we noticed it belongs to restaurant ID number 3, so here we have a dangerous security thing, bug. So while changing image, I want to also make sure that the current image is, or the current authenticated user is the same of the restaurant owner, because I am changing image for ID restaurant ID number 19, but it works. It must not work. Check again. Also works, but also we need to add one more control by saying here and category restaurant ID, or actually let's add it inside the request itself because we have it here. I would say and same restaurant ID equal to the rule parameter for category restaurant ID, right? Now let's check again. Send our request, and now it's not authorized because the restaurant ID 19 doesn't have the category ID 5. Now let's try with the correct restaurant ID, which is 3. I will use 3 here, and has been done successfully. We may have some wrong data here inside the images table. No, actually it works correctly also. And the same thing we must add for delete method also. Inside this one, I will say and category restaurant ID must equal to restaurant ID. Back and check again. I will try with different one, 90 again. It must abort if not equal to actually, or even we can use or here. And now works correctly. Let's try with number 3. Deleted successfully. Check our database has been deleted and our system also has been deleted, right? Now let's try to update the basic data, and I will take the same validation here and I will put it inside the authorize method for update category request, right? The current authenticated user must be the owner of the restaurant, and also that category must belong to this restaurant. And I want to update name also, must be required, and minimum of strings must be, or the characters must be 3. Back and implemented here, I will say category update request validated and return success operation here with the updated category. Let's check update. We don't have the endpoint actually, so I will create it in API get here, and I will say put and with update, and it must be authenticated, right? Because we use it in the beginning here. Now let's try update ID for restaurant 19 and the category 5. We must receive unauthorized, right? Now let's try with the real restaurant updated successfully. Check the body here, name my new restaurant, but let's change it to category, for example, or my new updated successfully. And let's also delete a category using destroy method, and again restaurant and restaurant here by checking same data also for authorization. And I will say category delete or destroy. Let's use delete actually, and the same also success operation, and the root here inside the API.php must be delete method, delete, and using destroy method, destroy. Back and check again. I will copy the same root for deleting it. Let's try with different restaurant ID, unauthorized action. Let's try with the real one, success operation deleted, check, deleted, but its image still exists, and the category removed, ID number 5. So we need also to delete the image. I will say category image delete because it may be null. Let's check with this one, or actually even let's create a new category here using this image category new. has been created, ID number 6, and also its image exists. And if we delete it, now delete, by the way, let's check the image. We have this image, and when try to delete it, success operation, no images, no category, and also it must be deleted from the folder also. So we need to use the same method, delete image. You see, it's super easy actually for use, and even here it implements deleting model, but also we need to add null safety here. And let's remove it from controller, back and check again, create new one, new category with the same image has been created, this image. And if we try to delete it with ID number 7, has been deleted successfully. Let's check, and also it has been deleted. This is an image from all the data, right? So everything works correctly now. But one small point, if we open the restaurant controller, also while removing or deleting restaurant, we need also to delete restaurant image or logo. So I will say the same thing, delete image, but for restaurant, because we use the same trait here. And also if we delete a restaurant, we must delete its relation also. So I want to say restaurant categories delete, and here, for example, in our database we have restaurant ID number 3. When we delete it, its image must be deleted, and also its categories must be deleted. So for restaurant ID number 3, let's check if it has an image or not. It doesn't have. Let's make it 3, for example, right? I hope this image is also starts with 3pn. Okay, let's check inside the restaurants table or folder. It doesn't exist, so okay, no problem. I will upload an image for it, restaurants, change the image, check or select an image from here. I will select the same image also, send a request, unauthorized action, okay, because I'm not the owner, so I must send it to ID number 3. Let's check it inside our code, because we had changed the general change here, and this request is multiple used. I will remove this part, right, and I will use it inside the controller as a check. So I will open again category controller, and while changing image, I will say here apport if the restaurant ID, if the restaurant ID, here's this one, restaurant ID not equal to the category ID, here category ID 403, and say unauthorized, so just double single quotation, unauthorized action. Now let's change the image for this restaurant. Works successfully, right? Starts with AVG here in our restaurants folder, AVG, this image. And if we try to delete a restaurant, it must delete the restaurant and its image and its categories. Back and delete restaurant number 3 again. Success operation. Now check the image, delete it. Now it's for categories only. Image also must be deleted from the system, right? The restaurants folder is empty, and for categories, no categories for the restaurant ID number 3, and also for restaurant, the restaurant ID number 3 has been soft deleted here, right? So here's quickly how to update and delete category. See you next video.